From a court case being settled over a video game jewel,
Bye, Notch.
to Star Trek cease and desisting Notch over one of Minecraft's earliest mega builds, or a YouTuber currently suing Mojang with Mr. Beast level funding over guns and gambling. Minecraft has the most absurd lawsuits in history, and today we're breaking down the most controversial 9. In 2010, a pirated version of Minecraft for Free, was created by Dylan, who is part of a professional griefing team named Abolition. Early versions of Minecraft supported playing through a browser, no download necessary. Dylan took advantage of this for the biggest grief in Minecraft history, copy and pasting the code to make the game free. It was incredibly popular, sometimes appearing above the actual Minecraft website on Google's results. SalC1, a Minecraft YouTuber, interviewed a friend of Dylan's who was also a part of Team Abolition, named Storm Surge. Storm said after 2 years of providing free Minecraft, Dylan received an email from Notch, Minecraft's creator, at 4 a.m. It said they needed to take down Minecraft for free immediately or they would be hearing from Notch's lawyers. Just a little before Notch sent this email to Dylan, Mojang was creating another game named Scrolls, except Bethesda said nuh-uh, no, that word is ours, and tried suing them for copyright of the Elder Scrolls series. Most people would think copywriting a word is like trying to trademark air, but Notch responded, I can definitely see how people could get Skyrim and Scrolls mixed up. Both games have mining and crafting. Now here's where things take a turn. Notch thinks court is lame and wanted to settle the case over a judicial game of Quake 3, a competitive online shooter. Bethesda's best 3 players versus Mojang's. Whoever wins keeps the name Scrolls. Bethesda couldn't match Notch's heavy steel balls and backed out of the offer, with the case eventually dropping. I think courts should be able to have 3 verdicts: innocent, guilty. We refer to the results of a judicial duel in Quake. How does this relate to Minecraft for free? Well, Dylan knew his website was going to be taken down no matter how he responded to Notch's email. He was so obviously guilty, Dylan basically showed up to court with the car he stole. It would take only a Mojang legal team member IQ judge to not convict him here. But Dylan's friend, Storm, knew that Notch had tried challenging Bethesda to a Quake match. So Storm told Dylan to respond challenging Notch to Quake. If the griefing team Abolition wins, they get custom capes. If Mojang wins, Team Abolition would have to hire a dubstep producer to make a song in Notch's honor. Literally 10 minutes later, I emailed a guy handing out Minecraft for free and asked him to take down the site. He challenged me to Quake 3. This is happening. Now Notch and Jeb were in a match of Quake against Minecraft's biggest griefers. The official judicial match of Quake had begun and Notch was being blown off the cliff.
Bye, Notch.
But ended up taking the dub.
I kinda like winning.
So no capes for Team Abolition, only money out of their little griefing pockets to hire a dubstep producer, creating the song Humiliation. And that's just the beginning. I promise you need to keep watching as we are still covering a 12-year-old who dropped out of school to gamble and how the owners of Star Trek tried cease and desisting Notch over one of Minecraft's most legendary oldest builds. But first, let's talk about the troll that beat Microsoft in court, ordering them to pay $388 million. And this has a more controversial explanation. The story begins with Unilock. They are like Team Abolition in real life, griefing companies for money as they are a patent troll business. A patent gives the owner exclusive rights to sell their invention, but Unilock patents everything they can get their grubby patent paws on. They patent breathing if they could. They use their portfolio of patents to sue companies, and they win a lot, because the average patent defense costs
$2 million and takes 18 months. When you win, that is your best case outcome when you get sued by a patent troll.
Huge companies usually put their undies on a stick and use it as a white flag to surrender, awarding the patent troll money. Harvard says patent trolls cost companies around $30 billion each year, which they then use for more patent troll cases. Basically, Unilock found an infinite money hack in real life. Place a patent for being sued by a patent troll. Profit. But if that doesn't work, you can fight, which Notch did in 2012. Unfortunately for them, they're suing us over a software patent. If needed, I will throw piles of money at making sure they don't get a cent. To simplify, the way Notch checked player IDs to verify if they can join a multiplayer world is apparently illegal. That's like suing the police for the way they look at your ID. Unilock only has a few IQ points to put into their skill tree, and they really maxed out scamming but forgot about the basics like spelling, because at the end of their PDF, Suing Mojang, it states their patent patent being broken is including but not limited to Minecraft. They didn't even spell it right, and it still took 2 years to get dismissed. That's how absurd patent troll cases are. Unilock is out here fighting ghosts, straight up invisible games. Minecraft? Now, before Notch's case, Microsoft, the now owner of Minecraft, faced one of the biggest patent troll cases in history against Unilock. Basically, Unilock had tried patenting product activation. The judge must have been a boomer because they sided with Unilock, and after 6 years of legal battle, ordered Microsoft to pay $388 million, making it one of the biggest successful patent trolls in history. Until Microsoft disputed it, and a year later the judge said, actually nah, the jury was stupid. Microsoft still had to pay a fat chunk of money, but it was an undisclosed amount. In 2013, Notch was hit with a cease and desist from the one and only Putt-Putt, a legendary mini golf brand, but it was for the stupidest reason. Notch tweeted saying Putt-Putt being silly and linked a document. Inside was Putt-Putt's legal action against Notch. They said, over the past half century, Putt-Putt has spent millions in advertising and promotion of its Putt-Putt trademarks. A copy of images showing such unauthorized use of our famous trademarks is enclosed for your review. And when Notch flipped over the paper, his mouth gaped open in disbelief at the stupidity he saw. It was a screenshot of Minecraft YouTube videos displaying Putt-Putt Craft, a minigame created by a player. When this story hit the news, Notch's lawyer replied, I think there is a clear misunderstanding here as to what Minecraft actually is. Suing Mojang for what people do using Minecraft is like suing Microsoft for what people do using Word. Yeah, this situation was resolved quietly and quickly behind closed doors. But this wasn't the first time Notch had been delivered a cease and desist. He collects them like Pokemon. He tweeted, got one of those early on from whoever owned Star Trek about a USS Enterprise. It was surreal. Yeah, one of Minecraft's earliest mega builds created without flying led to Notch receiving a lawsuit from Star Trek. But we'll touch on this mind-blowing topic later. Next, we'll talk about the shutdown of Minecraft's most viewed mod of all time. Pixelmon combines Pokemon and Minecraft. This creation is like combining bread and a knife to make sliced bread. It's changed the course of history harder than the atomic bomb. That's the kind of stuff we're dealing with here. Many loved it, some maybe for the wrong reasons.
Well, it's actually really smart, Jordan. Think about it. Imagine how much easier Pokemon would be if you could just kill the competition.
That'd be great.
Except in 2017, everything came crashing down. The Pixelmon team received a cease and desist letter from the Pokemon company, which resulted in what at the time appeared to be a permanent shutdown of the mod. Hordes of people, over 18,000, signed a petition disagreeing with this decision, but all of the community's efforts weren't enough. The train was about to fall off the rails and no Spider-Man was coming to save the day. And honestly, it was impressive they had made it years without Nintendo doing anything. They basically took Pokemon but blockified them, then slapped Pixel on Pokey. The lawsuit was honestly a Thanos level threat. It was simply inevitable. The official Pokemon team sent out a letter to the community saying it's been a great ride. With much sadness, we must announce that Pixelmon is ending its development. Farewell, the Pixelmon team. Except I can still abuse and enslave Pikachu in Minecraft, but how? Was someone getting jiggy with the Japanese developers behind closed doors? Were Pixelmon developers seducing the Pokemon CEO? Did they trap the head of Nintendo in a Master Ball? How is Pixelmon back? I heard in about 2017 they had a cease and desist from Nintendo. Several months later, however, in December 2017, the team returned to working on Pixelmon, now also known as Pixelmon Reforged, suggesting that the legal trouble had been resolved. So they slapped Reforged on Pixelmon, and now it bypasses Nintendo's legal action. If I slap Reforged on people, can I still sell them? It's not slavery. It's slavery reforged. No one really knows why they were able to return. All we know is the official Pixelmon website says it's illegal to distribute older versions of the mod. That's the story of Minecraft's most viewed mod, but there's another lawsuit to do with Minecraft's most viewed map that has a rather heartbreaking ending.
I think Skyblock at its core is the ultimate challenge in resource management. You spawn on a tiny island in an empty universe. All you have is a tree, some supplies, and some dirt to stand on. You have to treasure every dirt block because if one falls into the void, there's no way to replace it.
Noob Crew was the creator of Skyblock. It was a revolutionary idea that led to hundreds of millions, if not billions of views on YouTube and spin-offs like Hypixel's famous Skywars. Roblox and Fortnite saw its popularity and wanted a piece of the pie, creating their own versions. Noob said, yo, Mr. Roblox, can you change the name of your game? I made Skyblock. They said sure and turned it into Islands. But there's a much darker darker problem Noob faced. See, Minecraft is a marketplace where players can buy maps and minigames for real-life money. Companies create these maps with one huge example being razzleberries, except they steal ideas from others and profit huge sums. Let's look at their Skyblock map, which is falsely described as the one and only Skyblock experience. It costs around $5 to purchase. There's 44,000 ratings, and sources say around 5 to 10% of people tend to leave ratings. This makes for an estimate of around $2 to $4 million made from their single Skyblock map alone, completely stolen from Noob. That's like Kanye releasing Graduation, then I released Graduation, calling it the one and only graduation experience and making millions. Kanye would be pretty sad, yeah. And Microsoft is chill with it because they take a cut of the money, so they even have their own Skyblock bundle they sell. So when Noob saw these companies profiting off his original idea, he asked if they could at least change the name, and Razzle said, nah. Then Noob went to court saying he wants ownership of the Skyblock name. But every company in existence who makes money off Skyblock disagreed. The Fortnite map makers, Roblox, Razzleberries, it's the world versus Noob. This isn't even David versus Goliath. This is Noob in a tiny little toddler pushcart using his feet to chase after 9 Lamborghinis who stole his lollipop. He's not even trying to get his lollipop back. He just named it Lolly and wants to keep the name, whilst the dudes in Lamborghinis are saying, nah. That name is genius, kid. We're gonna sell that too. Even Taylor Swift is pissed off. The legal system is a joke for anyone without a surplus of never-ending money at their fingertips. Noob Crew said, if I lose this case, I have zero ownership to the Skyblock name and risk losing all rights to everything I've created and any future plans for Skyblock. This is what we like to call not good. The main argument these companies are using against Noob is that Skyblock is too generic a term to trademark, which someone replied, says the company that trademarked Windows. There's been a 4-year legal battle over this, and the most heartbreaking thing is Noob's final words. My dream is to one day develop it as a standalone game, but if Noob loses, that dream may stay just a dream. Now we still need to break down the story of an architect threatening to sue a YouTuber for recreating the Earth in Minecraft, but first it's time to talk about the trending lawsuit against Mojang. It came to light recently because of a popular video by Kian Brose, suing Minecraft because they broke the law and pissed me off. To summarize, Kian was making a server with a gun mod. He spent a lot of time and money on it. After announcing it, Mojang said, nuh-uh, no, we don't want you to do this. We're changing our terms. To what exactly? Well, you must be a wordsmith to understand. It's very sophisticated and complex yet perfectly precise. We won't allow your work if we don't like what you are doing. Wow, Kian says. This is kind of broad. This server has guns, that server has gambling. You even have guns in your own marketplace. Why can't I? And they didn't respond for 6 months. And when they did, they said, sorry, our decision makers are on vacation. Okay, I'm getting a lawyer. Then every lawyer said, nah, this isn't important. Plus you're broke. So Kian put out a GoFundMe to raise money for a lawyer. Then this video to spread awareness. The video exploded, and so did the pot of gold for Kian to spend on legal fees. Now he has a Mr. Beast budget to take Microsoft to court. Me when I'm in a bad decision-making competition and my opponent is a big corporation like Microsoft. We want to ban adult weapons. Okay everyone, snowballs are the only acceptable way to fight mobs now. So to conclude, Microsoft is being pretty goofy, but not as goofy as the architect that tried suing a guy over his Minecraft city. Imagine little Timmy building a house in Minecraft and getting SWAT raided because of architects. Pippin FTS made a video that went viral showcasing his biggest project, the Earth in Minecraft 1:1 scale for the first time. But apparently the Earth is copyrighted. Around 2 years after the beginning of this project, a message was sent in the team's Discord. Buildings built after December 1st, 1990 in the United States are copyrighted. I suggest you remove all buildings. I will be talking with my lawyers. That's it everybody. Pack your bags. Architect Jesus has come down from the world's tallest building to decapitate anyone who even thinks of a building's design in their head. He basically argued that the authorship in an architectural work includes the overall form of the building. But does this apply to Minecraft buildings? What this fancy paragraph mumbo jumbo lawyer talk says is that if you can see it, you can recreate it, especially in Minecraft. Architect Jesus isn't allowed swooping by the beach and kicking over little Timmy's sandcastle because it looks too much like a real castle. He's like the Grinch of building designs. If I was rich enough, I would buy every building that did this to you and give you permission to build it. Unfortunately, because of COVID, my human trafficking business really fell off quick and I'm not as baller as first promised. This is what I imagine Mr. Krabs doing. Now earlier we touched on Kian Brose, who briefly talked about Microsoft allowing kids to gamble on servers with crates and keys. But there have been real shocking lawsuits on this topic, like the mother whose 12-year-old son dropped out of school to gamble more in video games. Many games have gambling mechanics. Overwatch's loot boxes.
Holy shit, hand strike on it. Scoot, scoot. Nice.
CSGO cases.
Oh, 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 oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No! What is that?
And of course, Minecraft servers buyable crates, all of which are easy for kids to put their parents' secret credit card numbers in and gamble. Belgium and Netherlands both saw how bad this could be for kids and banned loot boxes in video games, but most places still allow it, which means some Minecraft servers act as casinos. A mother claims her son was the victim of addictive psychological features from video games to hook him into spending money on gambling within games. She's afraid of stopping him, as when she takes his game away, he has physical outbursts resulting in her fearing him. This sounds more like an issue with the son, kinda sounds like a reincarnation of the devil here, but the game developer's response was pretty interesting. You can't sue us for making games too entertaining. That court case is ongoing, but there's been many lawsuits to do with addiction in video games, just none with crazy outcomes to do with Minecraft I could find. What is crazy is when the owners of Star Trek cease and desisted a legendary Minecraft build from 14 years ago. You may have even seen this in a Sipover video.
No world edits, no hacks, all grind.
Where Sipover actually used his same viral thumbnail. It's a 1-to-1 scale model of the Starship Enterprise from Star Trek. And if you watch a future video, he says,
I can actually fly now, which is a big improvement over my last videos. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop down. Thunk.
Yeah, he did this without flying in one of Minecraft's earliest versions. You know it's a god tier build when after all these years, it still amazes most Minecraft players. But the creator of this build got Notch in trouble. The owners of the Star Trek franchise handed Notch a cease and desist over this creation, but things were settled quietly behind closed doors. I'm assuming his lawyer probably gave the "this is like getting mad at Microsoft for what people do with word" speech again. This never stopped Hulkin from building, and this is what the Enterprise looked like 6 months later, cementing Hulkin in Minecraft history. That was Minecraft's most dumbest lawsuits.